G'day. Following on from my practice with Woody, I had an opportunity to fly against another TFK member, Sloop. I didn't have any time to get any practice in, but I thought I'd take the opportunity to have a crack against Sloop because after all it's just practice. Certainly Sloop's flying style will be different to Woody's. Plus, I also know that Sloop just bought himself a track IR, so he'll still be getting used to it, and that gives me an advantage. During this, I did try and put into practice the points from the last battle with Woody, that being be patient with my shooting and try and get it right, when to cash in my speed, and when to go for angles. But while I do some of this, I do slip back in some bad habits, which you'll see. Unfortunately, I failed to record my mic, so you'll hear a very one-sided conversation with Sloop. So here we go, round one. So fairly typical start with the merge. I'm trying to do things a bit different speeds each time now. Pull up to the left, but much more aggressive on the pullback. So is Sloop. We both hit 7 Gs in the turn. I climb to get a bit of an advantage and look down on him.
Yeah.
But Sloop pulled too hard and blacked out a wee bit.
Too much speed.
So I'm giving him a chance to get himself sorted out. Just keeping an eye on him.
Is that, mate?
Trying to get him behind.
Sorry, you just go for it. Don't worry about what I can do. Go hard.
So he's cleared me to get back into it. I'm behind him. I'll try and stick there. He's pulling over into a dive. I will follow. No pressure at this stage. Still expecting him to be struggling with his track IR. However, want to practice my guns. Bit of a snapshot. Fell behind. So he's pulling a really tight turn here. Went up to 7 Gs. I'm going to follow again. I want to be a lot more aggressive this time on the stick. And we both hit 7 Gs. I'm pulling hard to get in behind him. The aircraft goes into buffer, start releasing on the stick slightly, going for another shot. Good position.
Felt and heard that. Oops.
Better shooting from my behalf. This time I'm keeping away from him, not going to fall into the trap that I did with Woody and take it too easy and fly in front. So that was a kill. 1 to me. Round 2. Soup's a bit higher than me, so I'm going to pull up. Again, I've pulled fairly hard on the stick. 5 Gs. Carving off to my left. Sloop flew straight, which is not what I expected. Then he violently comes up.
I dropped down a bit.
I'm keeping my turn level, just keeping an eye on him. He's way too high.
Went up to 31,000 feet and then some.
I should be able to tuck in behind him. We're both about similar speeds. He's coming down. I'm going to wait and then roll in behind him. But he doesn't continue down. He levels off, turns into me. I've got good angles. I'll just follow. We're about average speed. I start pulling hard on the stick now. Plane's buffeting. Sloop is doing the same. We're both hitting 4 or 5 Gs. I take a snapshot.
Oh, that hurt.
I'm definitely shooting better this time. Well, I flick out underneath them. Got to be careful that I don't get out in front.
Oh, it must be looking at the map and it's showing like missile dots.
Yeah.
It must be
Yeah, Sloop is getting distracted by the F10 map here and what's on it. So I'm just going to follow in behind him and take a kill.
Oh, fuck. I'm toasted, bro.
Much better shooting this time from me. Except for that one. Next round. 2-0 to me.
Yeah. I better get to your left.
This time I turn to the right, pulling hard again, reaching 6 Gs. Once again Sloop does the same. He pulls left. We're going to pass fairly evenly. Neither of us are going up or down too much. Sloop's still pulling 7 Gs now. I got good speed and good turn rate going here. Keeping an eye on him. As you see from the tack view, Sloop has pulled up and to the left again. I'm just going to follow a wee bit faster, waiting for him to turn in. Try and get a snapshot off on him here. No, going to snap and roll in behind him. Couldn't get the shot. Speed's a bit fast, so I could have slowed down there. And Sloop has pulled into me and coming down. I'll let him go past, roll back down on top. Pull fairly hard on the stick to try and get behind him. And again Sloop is also pulling hard on the stick. Up to 5 Gs into a spiral. A wild shot from me, back in my old habit. Want to keep behind him, don't want to slip out in front. So I'm pulling really hard on the stick, we're both losing our speed.
Down to 60 knots then.
Yeah, Sloop almost stalls. Point the nose down, we both try to get some speed.
Wasted it. Ooh.
Managed to get a nick on him, and again. He's pulled up and he's going to flick
I think
over.
I'm dead in the water.
Oh, maybe I've got
killed
him.
my engines. Oh yeah, pilot's dead.
Again, I take it easy. Flew away from him that time. Three 0 to me. Next round.
Yeah, well, nothing wrong with your bloody shooting, mate. I'll tell you that.
Another standard break by both of us. I don't pull quite as hard this time. Neither does Sloop, but he goes for a bit more altitude. I'm going to follow that around on a nice easy turn this time. We're only pulling 3.5 Gs each. Now Sloop is starting to pull a bit harder to get angles. He went to 6. Our speeds are about the same. Keeping the turns going. This might end up on a head-on, but Sloop has eased off his turn. I'm going to keep it going, fall in behind him again. Now Sloop's pulled up and reversed. He's going to tuck in underneath me. Not sure why he did that. And I'll keep turning and then roll on top. Waiting to cross my canopy bow, pulling in behind. Now real hard pull on the stick. Much more aggressive. Sloop has flattened off his turn. He's going to do another turn underneath me. Rather than pull up, I'm going to flatten my turn. We just watch him go down. That way I'm not going to get out in front. I'm taking my learnings when I can get them. Re-entered the spiral going down. Sloop is again turning hard, losing speed. I'm trying to do the same, being careful not to overspeed as I have done with Woody. Now we're both starting to pull really hard. Speed is dropping off rapidly. Getting near stall. One of us is going to pull out of this. Yeah. Sloop noses down for speed. I'll follow, keeping behind him. He reverses again. I'm going to tuck him behind. I'm trying to practice my guns here. Trying to get the pipper on. Now Sloop is doing really well here. This is where he gets me in his evasion. I just can't seem to keep the pipper on him.
Shook you in your seat, did it?
Yeah. I actually fly through his wake a couple of times. Manage a snapshot.
I don't think I have engines.
Keep away. Just watching.
There's a big hole in my starboard.
Making sure I'm behind him. But he's still going.
Just checking.
Back into the fight. Lock him up. I'm using the vertical scan mode here a lot.
650 knots and climbing.
He's cranked on the power, so have I.
I was surprised before.
Now I start looking at the radar closure rate here to see if I'm gaining or losing.
Even though the plane was...
I've never really paid attention to that in previous flights, but I've found it really useful here, so I'll probably use it a bit more. Sloop pulls up into a 4G left-hand turn.
It was below 150.
I just make a smoother
that.
turn, try and cut the corner. But we're both really fast. Now both of us are pulling 5Gs, trying to out-turn each other. And I can't quite
Very tricky,
get the pipper on. It's coming. He rolls over, does something different. I'm going to follow.
Pounds.
So I think here he starts using the F5 view, the external view. I don't typically use that, but it seems to work for him really well here. As I'm trying to get my pipper on him, he's moving nicely out of the way.
I just need
and every time I fly through that wake turbulence, it just throws the aim off. Just like that.
It's bad enough the weight. What about the bloody smoke when you get to release a shot?
So he's doing a good job of evading me, or I'm doing a bad job of hunting him down. Probably a bit of both, really. He pulls into a 7G right-hand turn, followed by a climb. I'm just following suit. Working hard to get the pipper on. I think I over-control the stick here. When I should be smooth on the stick, I'm too aggressive. But when I should be aggressive, I'm often too smooth on the stick. That'll be something I'll need to work on. So a bit of a rolling scissors going on, but I'm too close for that. Just a matter of time. Waiting to get the pipper on.
I'll tell you what I'm doing. Instead of using the track
it looks quite smooth, but here we're pulling 6 to 7 Gs in these corners. But we're full afterburner, flying pretty bloody fast.
If you're tail up to the left, I'm tail up to the right. It's a good theory, Darwin.
It's getting frustrating. I'm getting frustrated, and I'll make some wild shots because I just can't get that pipper on. But he is doing well, I must admit. Oh, there we go, wake turbulence again. That's frustrating me even more now.
Difficult.
Be careful that I don't get too aggravated and fly out in front.
I've got no flap, no Oh no, it's just a flapper on the starboard wing.
I know, I wounded him, I just can't finish him off.
Yeah.
He's sort of stalling out
What's
here
going
and
on?
falling like a leaf.
50 knots. Yeah, I'm gonna blooming spin here.
Yeah.
Must have done a bit of spinal tap
Oh, he's
damage.
got some speed back up. But not a lot. It's getting slower. I managed to get good guns on there. And got this kill.
Nice pass. Yeah.
Next round, 4-0. Again, he's a bit higher than me. I'm going to pull up into a much steeper turn, and I'm pulling really hard now. Go through 5 Gs, trying to get over the top as quickly as I can. Sloop's gone for a more flatter turn, but he's now seen this and he's pulling 7 Gs. Both of us are
To the
bleeding.
sky,
Well, I'm
where
bleeding
you
off my
were-
speed. He's still
where you were
relatively fast. Change some altitude from speed. Try and tuck in behind him. Could be a head-on pass here. He's pulling into me. I'm just going to keep my turn going down as he goes down underneath. Make sure I don't extend too far and get out in front again, I guess. So I actually put a bit of speed brake on, dump the throttle, and he's twice as fast as me now, so I've got some catching up to do. However, I am behind him. Sloop pulling into another 6G turn.
Yep. It was up round
I've got time here to
600
pick up
knots.
speed, cut the corner. Both of us pulling hard into the 7Gs. I'm slightly faster. Sloop reverses right in front of me and goes down underneath. I'm going to follow him. Good speed on both of us now, but pulling really hard. 5 and 6 Gs. He's pulled up. It's going to stall it, I think.
Bad
I'll hit my
position.
nose round as
Bad
quickly as possible.
position.
There we go.
Oh,
Don't make the same mistake I made with Woody last time.
that was good.
I took the kill. Next round, 5-0 to me. Quite a bit of separation in this one. I'm going to go for a flat horizontal turn, pulling as hard as I can, straight up to 6G turn. Sloop's done what he's done before. Hard pull, left hand turn, but keeping the speed relatively high. It's just starting to bleed off now. I was a bit slower at the merge and was able to get the nose around quicker. I feel like I got a bit better angles, but Sloop is trading in his speed for G now in the turn. Definitely a head-on pass again, similar to last time. Bit of lateral separation, but for some reason Sloop straightens out and keeps flying straight. It allows me to get in behind him. He pulls up. I'm keeping an eye on him. Now he's starting to roll back into me.
Yeah.
Just keeping it in front. I want to be in lag pursuit a bit here. We're at good speed. He's again entering this common descending spiral, but I'm well and truly in lag. I should have a good opportunity here. Working the throttle, making sure that I'm not getting too fast. Pulling as hard as I can in these turns. You see the aircraft is buffeting. He sits out in front, some sloppy shooting.
So he's coming down. I
He
thought,
gets away with it.
best thing to do is nose down.
Yeah. Yeah. He rolls over, tries to get some speed, some separation. I'm trying to get my speed back. We were both quite slow there. Nosing down, pulling around, keeping a wee bit of lag behind him. Flattening out our turns. Once again, we're getting slow. Near stall. Get a snapshot, no results. Releasing the stick, trying to get my speed back. Sloop bails out of it, so it gives me a chance to get some speed. He reverses. I'm in a good position. Work on that guns practice. Now I need to be smooth on the stick. Guns on.
Ooh, shot.
Good hits. And again.
Win again.
Last time.
Yeah.
There we go. I feel my shooting's been a little better this time around.
I should have done some stuff.
So, what do I need to learn? Probably the same as last time. Improve my shooting. When to use my speed and when to trade energy for angles. Until next time.